And welcome to Memphis, Tennessee at the FEDEX ramp. It's Father Time. We are going to take our MD-11 parked right down there from the FEDEX ramp. See all the FEDEX aircraft in Memphis to the FEDEX ramp in Newark. We're going to push back and taxi out way down and take off on 36 left. That's our plan. We've already pre-flighted our cold dark airplane. Getting ready to push back. And today, it's a very special day. It's my 5th flight using Beyond ATC. I love it. And I'm going to use their traffic injector. I got the supporters pack. I got the premium edition, plus the big bundle of characters. And now I am, hello guys. And now I am also have the supporters pack. And as a result, I'm going to start Beyond ATC and show what we're going on. So I usually would go to fly-by-wire installer, and I put in the traffic injector and start that. Not going to do that today. Today I'm going to use just Beyond ATC, and this is their alpha version, meaning it's not even up to beta, but they're working on a bunch of different things over at ATC, as I've come to know. Ready to fly. I went in the store, I bought the supporters pack. I already have it. I actually bought the big pack of characters. That's all done. I just want to show you what I have here. And options. You can see that AI traffic, I'm in the alpha mode. Traffic density is at 6. Traffic is on. It's going to use some characters with all the transmissions of different accents, because I have on traffic voice model, which is premium, a higher cost. Therefore, like Air France would have a French accent. Lufthansa would have a German accent, British Airways, British accent, etc. The controller voice, it will be for the region I'm in. So if I was in Africa, they would have an African accent. Spanish, you get the idea. Voice sample, I'm using, let's see, which one should we use? I'm doing this for you guys. I'm going to use my characters. US male, female, and UK male, I don't believe are any expense at all. They're not premium, but these other ones are. Jeff Favignano.
Hello everyone, this is Jeff Favignano, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond AT.
Oh, hello there, this is Siv Ryan, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
All right, Squirrel.
Hey guys, Squirrel here, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
Some of your favorite streamers.
Hello friends, followers, and channel members, this is Easy Jet Sim Pilot, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
Hi there, this is Matt from FSFO. Great that you're using my Virtual First Officer add-on, and I'm honored to be your co-pilot for this flight.
We're honored to have you, buddy. So Bob, we'll get the push to talk is set. Let me show you what I've done inside. I'm going to fly the airplane here, and I'm going to use a combination
ATC
of
connected.
Manual transmissions and using the automation. So I think this is a great training aid. I think it's a great training aid. If your ultimate goal is to get into VATSIM, here you can do as much as little as you want with the automation. You can have them answer, which you can't do in VATSIM. You can have your co-pilot change the frequencies, answer the radios. Can't do that in VATSIM yet. You can have your radio frequencies change, and you do the voice. So that's a good step up. Or you could turn off the auto tune and auto respond, and you have to do the radios and the voice, which will get you to the VATSIM space. So it's a great place even for aspiring aviators who are getting their licenses, their CFIs, trying to work their way up in the ranks. By the way, join our Discord. Have a great support group over there. That'll be in the description below, as will the link for my playlist for Beyond ATC and the MD-11.
Envoy 3559 at gate 21, request pushback.
Envoy 3559, Memphis ground, pushback and engine start.
2983, landing runway 36 center, 36 right, 36 left. Departing runway 36 center, 36 left. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Memphis. Advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu. Memphis Airport information Zulu. 1138 Zulu. Wind 290 at 5. Visibility 10. Ceiling 1800 overcast. Temperature 19. 2.18. Altimeter 2983. Landing runway 36 center, 36 right, 36 left. Departing runway 36 center, 36 left. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Memphis. Advise on initial contact.
And let's get the clearance. Like I said, I'll be doing these, or I could click on this and request IFR clearance. Information Zulu, spot 460. Memphis clearance, FEDEX 123, information Zulu, spot 460, request clearance to Newark.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis clearance, information Zulu correct, cleared to Newark Liberty Airport, GOAT 7 departure, with the DIAB transition, then as filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 124.65, squawk 6550.
Okay, FedEx 123, cleared to Newark, information Zulu, GOAT's departure, DIAB transition, then as filed, maintain 4000, departure frequency 124.65, squawk 6550.
FedEx 123 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.9 when ready for pushback, or FedEx 123. All right, guys, let's go down here, and they said the squawk was 6550. And I'm going to turn the squawk on. Everything else should be done. That's all in the box. Let me show you what I've done here. Menu, FMC. It's a freighter. They've got the GE engines. They're correct. The database is good. Today is September 29th. Yeah, on October 3rd, I head down for a few days to visit my grandkids. We got the in here. The fuel for Philly is 8.5. I didn't put the automatic fuel in here. That's sorry. I already put it in the other page. FedEx 123. I didn't put in Newark because it takes a different route. Let me show you something. This is what the dispatch says. If you go to Philly, that's going to be your routing. Sometimes they may have a 4,000 for the actual burn direct, but it's really at 8.5. So you definitely want to put in the fuel that's on for a Philly. So 8.3. Just minimize all that. Cost index is in there. I want to make sure you guys know I got everything. Taxi fuel's in there. There's my Philly fuel. I think it was 8.3 something. I put an 8.4. And the weights and winds are correct. The weights are all correct. That's all correct. Just double checking it with you guys. There it is, the GOAT 7 departure with the DIAB transition. There's DIAB. And then our routing into Newark. And from Newark, we pick up the Philly B04 to ILS 4 right. Last thing is the takeoff page. We got to go to the box. And performance is in here. And we got 45, 52, 66, 59.
Envoy 3559, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Tax on.
Over to Tower 119.7, Envoy 3559.
45. 152. $166. 166. And I always in Excel, altitudes are all good. This guy's on legs, I'm on takeoff. Altimeters are set. We've already done the entire origination pre-flight, guys. All right, so let's take a look at the departure, what we're expecting to do. We're expecting to do the, where are we? Parked up here. Simlink needs to be running. Simlink. That was funny. Simlink's on now. Here we go. We're going to push back, probably nose to the left. And we're going to go into 36. So taxi all the way out, probably nose to left. All the way out, Victor.
Southwest 3709, gate 35, request pushback.
Mike, transition over here.
Southwest 3709, Memphis ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
And there we are, 36
Pushback
left.
and engine start approved, face west, Southwest 3709.
Says initial climb is 5,000, but it's going to go up here. Jack's, Ayer, Uncle, Goats. No, it's a Dylan. Let's go to the box, make sure that's correct. First point is Jack's. Intercept, let's see. Go to the box. intercept the radial into jack. So we're going to go nav. Let's make sure.
Delta 2445 at gate 18, request pushback.
The intercept point right there.
Delta 2445, Memphis ground, pushback approved. Face southeast.
See these not
Pushback
not
approved, face southeast, Delta 2445.
This is interesting, guys. These are not highlighted. Let's go here. And one more to go, V2. Gotta check all this stuff, right? V2. And we got 250, runway heading 4,000. All that's good. Now we can probably go to the overhead and get rid of the dome light. Turn these lights down just a bit.
Southwest 3709, ready to taxi to the active.
Southwest 3709, runway 36 left, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Runway 36 left, taxi my discretion, Southwest 3709.
All right, guys, so let's go here. And our last clearance, if you want to know, is right here. And it was to contact ground when ready, 121.9, 121.9. Huh, I don't think that was what our clearance was, right? So let's go here, ground 121.9. Somehow that just changed. Guard on the other side. Newark ground, FEDEX 123, stand 460 to pushback.
FEDEX 123 heavy, Memphis ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, FEDEX 123 heavy. All right, guys, we're going to come up here. Now we go GSX, prepare for pushback. If you don't do that, they'll think you're pushing back already. Okay, you get the APU running, external power is off, parking brakes are set. We're going to put on the beacon nav lights. We'll do the engine ignition now, why not? We're cargo flight, right? And while we're there, we should put on the overhead seatbelt sign, just in case we have any other FedEx members coming with us.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
It's good. The spoilers. And they're not really ready, are they? Let's go outside, take a look. Make sure nothing funky's going on out there. That's a tight little job for Mr. Tug.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I love this stuff, man. Here he is. Special qual to go through poles. You don't see that every day. You guys are smart, whoever does this stuff.
Locking gear.
I kind of came down here.
Southwest 3709, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Play with the traffic injector. I didn't really think.
Contact Tower 119.7, Southwest 3709. Take care.
Fly this flight, but I'll make a video. Probably edit it down. Nose to left. Here we go.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, guys. So I'm going to show you something on the air page. I'll show you one, then I'll let Bob do the checklist. Air page.
Delta 2445, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
32, open the start valve.
Over to Tower 119.7, Delta 2445.
You need at least 25 with the start valve open, and we've got it. And then we go back to engine page. We'll just do it with this one engine, then we'll let Bobby Boy handle it. And we've got a good oil pressurized, at least 15%. At least do max motoring. We'll bring up the valve. If you don't get any air pressurized, guys, it's usually because you don't have the APU bleed on. Let's look outside. You saw me do it. Nose to the left, right? Correct? Here we go. Nose left. Never know. I'm going to taxi all the way out to the end before we go left. Cool. Look at all those airplanes. What a big operation. Yeah, it's cool. I got the alpha version of the Beyond ATC traffic injector running. I am not running FSLTL. I'm not running anything else. I am running Active Sky and FS Realistic, which I know slows down my frames per second. I'm just trying to get a gauge of how things go here. There we go. Let's go inside. And we're looking for 2468, 2406 APOL. See how the gulp came down from 22 to 15 and 12, which is the fuel flow around 1200. So these guys at TFDi have really done a great job with this. You know, I watch some of you guys really be hard on these developers, and I understand. You know, you buy $80, you want an airplane that's just absolutely perfect. The fact is, a lot of this stuff works itself out as we go. I'm really proud of the product. I think it's fantastic.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We'll let Bob start this. Let's look outside. We're happy, right?
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Not an immersion, guys. I'm not going to make it so you can't see the GSX stuff. You know, not what I do. A real airline pilot, I actually like you to see how I'm doing it. I did notice that when I was learning how to do this stuff, a lot of guys were so into the immersion, you couldn't see what they were doing. How were they getting all that to happen? They had it all happening off screen. I try to do it so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's start number 2.
Unlocking gear.
And you can see the air pressure is above 25. It did drop down from 38 though. And we'll go back to engine. And the big thing here is make sure you have a little oil pressure rise before you bring this up at a minimum of 15% right there. One thing I didn't talk about is 45%. That's the ignition.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Put the weather radar's on. Weather push turbulence.
All aircraft be advised, information alpha now current, altimeter 2985.
Now weather radar's on. 2985, except that I don't see them out there just yet, but he's off the nose gear, so, and I did not set the dial flap to 15. Let's do that. I might have missed my salute out there. Let's take a look out. Here they are.
Delta 2251, gate 23, request pushback and engine start. Delta 2251, Memphis ground, pushback approved, face south.
All right,
pushback approved, face south, Delta 2251.
Coming down. All right, let's do the post-start checklist. We're going to come down, we're going to do config. I check a bunch of things here, guys. Number 1, go here. 4.8. Set the trim 4.8. I check the tire pressures, brake temperatures. Flaps are 15. Yeah, everything looks good there. So let's not put the trim. And spoilers are armed. Let's try the rudders. Captain usually does the rudders, holding on to the nose wheel steering in the green. In the green. FO slowly does the ailerons and spoilers. Go. Yes. And good. Taxi check is complete. We'll do the checklist. You want these checklists, guys. This is the pre-flight, normal, FMS, emergency procedures. I've got them all for you. I'm going to take a context link. All hyperlinkable. Come in here, flight training manual.
Delta 2251, taxi for departure. Delta 2251, runway 36 center, taxi at pilot's discretion.
interactive system.
Runway 36 center, taxi my discretion, Delta 2251.
You can use the table of contents or just click on the panel. And some of them are mine, like this, and some of them are UPS pilots, like this. UPSpilots.com, MD11.com, an unattended website, still pretty accurate. Some holding information, all available on my Discord. Just go over there, be nice, and we're good to go. We did after start checklist, flaps, slats, config page, and you're just going to check status page, stab trims checked. Come back in here. And we do the status page. Make sure nothing is showing, and it isn't. And you can see that if I release the brakes, we have a green box. We'll park the brakes for now. Memphis ground, FedEx 123 taxi.
FedEx 123 heavy, runway 36 left, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Pilot's discretion, 36 left, FedEx 123 heavy. Now guys, if you click down here.
FedEx 123 heavy, cross runway 9er, continue taxi via.
FedEx 123, cross runway 9er, continue taxiing via. So that they've already cleared us to taxi here. There's your taxi diagram right there. So we'll just put that, you guys see that? Isn't that cool? That's down here, you get that. Back to transmissions. There you go. All right, I will minimize that, and we will go with the taxi light on. There it is. Come back in here. Turn off our parking brakes. Clear left. Clear right. And here we go. On our way to Newark. Yeah, so it's very cool. If you wanted to monitor your taxi, just do this. You can actually see where you're going. I mean, you can do it in Navigraph. I don't know about you guys, but my experience, you can see it goes a little to the right here.
Delta 2251, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Is a Navigraph.
Contact Tower 119.7, Delta 2251.
Aren't quite as accurate. A little harder to read. That one looks pretty good today, though. Made a liar out of me. But I do find that this one is pretty accurate on Beyond ATC. So what are we doing today? So we practice with manual transmission, automatic frequency
Delta 2140, gate 49er, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 2140, Memphis ground, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
We're using the traffic injector.
Hold position, Delta 2140.
With the, I turned off FSLTL, I didn't activate it. It's working pretty well. It's an alpha version, meaning it's not even a beta yet, or a release. They're working on a bunch of different things over there. I'm really impressed. Anything I can do to help you guys, if one of you developers happens to catch one of my streams, my videos, I would be happy to help. I get a big kick out of this stuff. All free.
American 1340, gate 20, request pushback.
So that's this
American 1340, Memphis ground, hold position for traffic.
So
hold position for traffic, American 1340.
All right, this looks like it right here. Slow it on down. We're doing about 18, 17, about 10. Don't be afraid to use a little brake. If you're having trouble turning the MD-11, you can use center the nose wheel steering. Try it again in the sim, not in the real aircraft. Like just like that kind of. I have a little hostage sticks or center your rudder pedals. Works pretty good. And of course, don't be afraid to use a little bit of a inside brake. Here we go. All right, weights, winds, and temperatures we check. Make sure that the weights are good. You're under plan or under assumed takeoff weight because you're doing a flex power takeoff. Winds, make sure you have a headwind. If you have a tailwind, weather radar is on, we know that. if you have a assumed takeoff, make sure you're below assumed takeoff temperature, which in today's case is 59, and we're down around 18, so we're well below that. If you were doing a max power and you're above the temperature, you need new data. That's for the temperature. Weight, same thing. If you're doing a max power and you're above the weight, you need new numbers. But if you're doing assumed temp, as long as you're within 3,000 pounds above, you're good to go with the flex in most aircraft. All right, guys, you can see that the diagram has us taking a slight right up here. Weights, winds, and temperatures. We're below weights, winds, temperatures. So we're below the 59, which is a flex takeoff. We're going to transition over to the other taxiway. So that's the flight control panel up here. The EFIS is set. We've got traffic data in airport. We can get our nav armed. There we go, nav is armed. We can arm our profile. So that's in pink, nav and profile. We can arm our auto flight now, but I usually wait till we take the runway, just in case I accidentally go over 70%. I don't want to activate our toga. There is a toga switch right there that's hidden by TFDi as a quick spot, but you don't need it unless you're doing a go-around, because you have an automated. If you go to auto flight, I'll do it now just to show you. See that white box? I'm going to hit it. White box goes away. That means the auto flight, auto throttles for takeoff are armed, but you got to get up above 70% on any engine to activate toga. So we usually did not do it at American Airlines until we were actually on. There you go, guys. You're going all the way to the end. No fancy turns, nothing. Not quite to the end. Right there. We did have an incident of an A300 with the auto throttles armed, which was procedure at the time, accidentally activating the toga as they took the runway. So from then on, American Airlines didn't activate the auto throttles until they were on the runway, ready for takeoff. All right, so if you wanted to run a checklist, we do have one for before takeoff. They're all right here. We're checking the spoilers, green box, sab trim, and everything. An engine up there. All right, if we lose an engine, we'll maintain 3,000 feet, and we'll come back into this runway. And let's go ahead and do this, guys. Let's activate auto respond. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Auto respond is on. And we'll let the co-pilot do two transmissions for takeoff and departure. If you guys like the hand fly, which I know a lot of you do, what's really important here, guys, and I want to show you something. See how this says intercept in pink? That means our first point is active. I would always check what is my first active point. Intercept, intercept, because we are in nav. It's going to go to whatever is your first intercept point. So if it happened to be the runway up here, it's going to take off and turn back to the runway. Don't want to do that. Take a look at our taxi here. At high speed is this one right here. Don't you love this stuff? And our next one is one we're going to take. We're not going to go all the way down to the end. Yes, we could. We'll take this next one.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
Contact Tower 119.7, FedEx 123 Heavy.
There they are. Now we'll go all the way to the end, guys. Let's do it.
FedEx 123 Heavy, holding short runway 36 left.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Tower, wind 330 at 5, or nav to Jax, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 36 left, RNAV to JAX, cleared for takeoff, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Finals clear, clear for takeoff. We just have to, if we had anybody back there, let them know. come back in. All right, so we got nav arm, profile arm, and the auto flight is armed. Turn down these floodlights a little bit. That's better. A little prettier, huh, guys? All right, start bringing it up. Get straightened out. Nose gear is right about in here. Whatever that bar is. I get it up above 70%, and it'll kick in. We'll be looking for 99.9. There it is, 70. There it goes. 99.9. It's set at 102. There it comes, rolling back to 99.9. 80 knots. Acceleration check is good. V1 and a rotate. Positive brake, you're up. And we can fly our intercept, pretty quick intercept. And there it is, nice.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Memphis departure. Have a good one.
Contact Memphis departure, FedEx 123 Heavy, take care.
And there's our climb power set.
Memphis, FedEx 123 Heavy, 2300.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, FedEx 123 Heavy.
I flight level 180, guys. Easy for me to say. 180. Continue cleaning it up, slats retract. We're all pink. We're profile, nav, slats retract, and there's 250. And we are going to flight level 180. That's what's armed. Beautiful. Have takeoff climb check, please. Disarm the spoilers. Auto brakes. And look for any unwanted messages. None. Status page. Alright, have takeoff climb checks complete. On our way to Newark. Beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. What a beautiful airplane. There we go. Little break in your immersion, huh? She was the state of the art back in when I flew it, 92 through 97. Absolute state of the art. Not so much anymore, but it's not fly-by-wire. Anyway, my playlist for the MD-11 is in the description below, and my Discord links there, and my Beyond ATC links are there as well. Out of 10, go to the overhead, and you turn the lights out. Alright, and we'll chime them out of 10. Let them know they're free to move about. Guys, I'm just checking some of the...
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Memphis Center 118.625.
Contact Memphis Center 118.625, FedEx 123 Heavy. Memphis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, crossing 15,600 for flight level 180 direct Damas.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, FedEx 123 Heavy.
All right, 37 set, guys, all the way around. Have takeoff climb checks complete. That cockpit noise is a little bit loud, isn't it? Let me try it again here. That's what I'm talking about. And so I'll show you how I'm doing things when I'm doing it. Just because if I don't, it's more like that, honestly. That is more like the cockpit noise in an MD-11 at cruise. All right, there's our altimeters. Standard. Probably kill the radar. Now we're in terrain. All right, 18 to 37. I'll come back in for the approach into Newark. We've been airborne for 37 minutes. We'll take a look at
FedEx
our
123 Heavy, contact Memphis Center 134.65. See you.
Contact Memphis Center 134.65, FedEx 123 Heavy.
So guys, here we are in auto-tune, right? There it goes.
Memphis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, through flight level 200 for flight level 370 direct Dow.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
So isn't that cool? Anyway, you want to practice your radio calls and your frequencies, get ready for BATC. Turn these both off. I'm going to let them both go. So I'm going to go upstairs and get a cup of coffee. This thing will fly me on over to Newark. Hopefully it won't give me any course changes while I'm gone. But yeah, so here we are. We are presently 38 minutes in, and our flight plan estimating touching down 14:11. And it's present at 12, so just about 2 hours from now. I'll get the lantern fired up too, so we can have a better indication. Anyway, I'll be back. There we go, Atlanta going now. Took off out of Memphis. There we are. We have an hour 40 remaining. Averted the speed, our squawk. Everything is set. Climbing, so we're on Atlanta. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Once again, we'll be back. Into the sunrise on our way to Newark. Newark. All right, here we are, guys. Went upstairs, got myself a cup of coffee, talked with my wife, cleaned the kitchen. Now I'm back in here checking it out. Let's see where we are. Let's what happened. So, when I last left you, went to tower, left tower, contact Memphis Center. Checked in a couple of different Memphis Center freaks. Ended up on Indianapolis Center. With Indy, and right now we're in with Indy. There's another FedEx out here, FedEx 401. Just heard them make a transmission. Let's take a look. Atlanta. Here we are. We have 46 minutes remaining to Newark. It's just such great stuff. Guys, why do I do this? Why do I take you? I'm making a video. I have to check this stuff out for TFDi. I just take you along for the ride. I want you, let you see me experiment with Beyond ATC. I'm so impressed with this stuff. All right, the Newark is landing. We have a file for 4. iOS 4 right is what we're looking at. 3012. Light rain, mist, scattered at 700, broken at the... So yeah, we're going to need the ILS going in there. Let's take a look at that. We're supposed to do which arrival into Bilbo? Bilbo, off of Gordonsville. Bilbo, where are you? Here we are. Bilbo arrival. Off of Gordonsville, right here. Into Bilbo. And then they're going to be going to ILS 4 right, so we're not going to be doing this part. That's for 2-2. Well, after Metro, we'll be getting our vectors. Let's go to the box. Sorry, I had to see that. Metro. So, yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Metro, so let's take a look. Close out a few of these things. I got all sorts of stuff going on here, don't I? Alrighty, so start at Gordonsville. Right down here. Gordonsville. Bayless. Paleo. Uber at 17. The Gordonsville and Ports transitions. Pod at 20. Pod at 20. Looks good. Steph, between 17 and 13. Look here if you really want to know. And 13. So there's a couple different ways that it's depicted. And then Samto at 11. Dillon at 8 after Yardley. Mercer, and then Metro. And Metro, if you're landing on 4 rights, expect radar vectors into 4 right. That. All right. Radar, jet aircraft, engine transition. Okay. All looks good. Any other notes I should know of? If you get holding, it's down here in this little corner. Paleo or valence. Gordonsville's on the chart. Just trying to get oriented here, guys. After landing, FEDEX cargo ramp. It's FEDEX ramp down here. We're landing 4 right. Probably get out
FEDEX 123 heavy, contact Indianapolis Center 119.475. Contact Indianapolis Center 119.475, FedEx 123 Heavy. Indianapolis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 370.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Indianapolis Center, roger.
Cool. I want to change the our FOs. All right, let's fire this guy, and we'll go with British Av Geek. We'll let him fly us on
Hello
in.
everybody and a very warm welcome back to the programme.
Nice.
This is British Av Geek and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
Okay, leave that up here. So we get Metro. Is 4 right. ILS 4 right. Ceiling. ILS 4 right at Newark, 11-2, 30 August 24, 1087, 039. The MD-11 is not going to auto-tune that until you're within 25 miles. You could hard tune it. I'm not going to. I've had some issues with that. 2900 in the sector. At 1700. All right, Gritty at 2800 and Dewan at 1700.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 134.4. Have a good day.
Contact Washington Center 134.4, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Got our British guy working for us there. There we go.
Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, good day, flight level 370.
I love that.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
Not good. Okay, there's Gritty. Gritty's at 2800. That looks good. Doing it 17. We need 1800 on the RVR for category D. Our minimums are 211 and 200. I'm going to get rid of this FS realistic, guys. Let's see if that helps me with the frames per second. Coming to minimums. Radio altimeter, 200. Box, we'll have to reset this, but for now, long runway, we'll go flaps 35. Some guys tell me you can only do a flaps 50 at a MD-11. Definitely did not remember that ever happening. Don't know where that came from. Don't know. And 10,000 feet of runway, a little bit of a displaced threshold. So, right. Threshold 8,800 feet, 77, 150 standard width. That's pretty short runway, so I'll go flaps 50 and take it back. And that looks good. Wrist approach. Ginny Debbie Flyers hold. Heavy, Flyers, and hold. All right, so the box matches up with the approach plate for both the star and the approach. We have checked FEDEX ramps here, so expect to clear probably at Papa 4, which will be about 7,500 feet down the runway. Hold short here, Mike. Cross. I don't know which way we'll go. Maybe Sierra, maybe Mike. We'll find out. All the way down to the FEDEX ramp. Looks like an entry, maybe Charlie. But we'll be able to use our airfield diagram here when we get going. Pretty cool. I've done it on other videos with this, but we could either call ready for descent, which we're not. Where is our top of descent here, guys? Top of descent's right here. So we have about 25 minutes till the top of descent. Well, why don't we request direct? We'll see if we can just practice that, okay? And want to request a different altitude? Let's try a couple of different things. Go to the box. Cruise. Max is 42. We're at 37. Let's go to 39, just for kicks. We'll do it out through the radio. Just repeat what they have here. Washington Center, FEDEX 123, request altitude change. I know we usually say 370.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, roger, say new altitude.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, request flight level 390.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, confirm new altitude, flight level 390.
Affirmative, flight level 390 from FEDEX 123 Heavy.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, roger, climb maintain flight level 390.
Climb maintain flight level 390, FEDEX 123 Heavy. Alright, there goes. The power's coming up. 39's in the window. It's not climbing because oh, why isn't it climbing, guys? Wrong airplane, right? You gotta go 39 in here. There we go. Now you get climb power. I'm still staying in cruise with a little climb here, but that's in magenta. Nice. Just practicing. Now, I always like to set up in here, look at our different alternates. What I want to do...
FEDEX 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 127.9 or 25.
127.925 for FEDEX 123 Heavy.
Negative, Washington Center on 127.9 or 25.
Thought I said that. Washington Center 127.9 or 25 for FEDEX 123. I said if you really want to practice for BATC, you can do everything manually. And the way you do that is, of course, just turn these both off. I think it's great. Here we go. It's auto-responding.
Washington Center, FEDEX 123 Heavy, out of flight level 381 for flight level 390.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, Washington Center, continue climb to flight level 390.
Continue climb to flight level 390, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
Fantastic. You know, the other thing that, you know, if you have a disability, this would help you a lot. If you had even a hearing disability, definitely. Some speech disability, or if English was a second language, for sure, this would help a tremendous amount preparing you to go out. So I think this beyond ATC, I know once in a while you're getting close, maybe the vector's not perfect, you're still going to be a pilot. I think it's a fantastic program. Definitely recommend it. I like FSI panel for malfunctions and beaming around the pattern, setting yourself up on short final on a dogleg or base FSI panel, or doing a profile that has holding it at diversions, medical emergencies, engine out. FSI panel is great for that. Beyond ATC is going to start having a lot of that stuff. That's part of the development process. I think this alpha program for the traffic injector is pretty darn good. Now, there's another one, say intentions. Maybe I'll buy that and do a comparison between Beyond ATC and say intentions. I hate to do that because I'm not an expert on this stuff, and also, you know, the guys work really hard, and why would I ever, and how would I ever be qualified to critique them? Well, from an airline pilot and for a guy who's mentoring young aviators at this point in my career, I guess I could say which one I think is a more valuable training aid. I guess I could do that. So maybe that's my next thing, is to do a couple more of these. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm waiting for FSI panel and then do say intentions and try that out. FSI panel, the JP, who's the owner over there and sole developer, is making up a European profile. We're going to be flying the Across the Pond eastbound event on October 19th.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 21675. Have a good one.
Do you want to know what that was?
Contact Washington Center 21675, FedEx 123 Heavy. Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 390.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
This starts the star right here. We could request direct to the next point. All we have to do is this. Let's try it just for fun, right?
FedEx 123 Heavy, request direct to fix.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, say fix name.
And we just go here, whatever one comes up.
Request direct to Uncle, FedEx 123
Bobby
Heavy.
won't give it to us.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Uncle is behind you. Unable direct Uncle.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, that was worth the price of admission, right? Okay, here we go. And we've got the approach brief, the taxi brief, the star brief. We've sufficiently changed altitudes. We've tried auto respond, normal respond. We've changed the voices. We can increase the traffic density. Let's try that. Try that. Let's see how that works. There should be more people. Premium characters, I got the big bundle and whatever it's called. It was 800,000. This is really my third flight using it, maybe fourth, and we've down 48,000 characters. I imagine if we were in some place like Chicago or on the ground in New York, that would go away a lot. Those characters, of course, are letters, numbers, or symbols that are read back to you on the radio. And that comes from other aircraft too, since we have premium on the voice model and the traffic model premium for other aircraft.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, expect Filbo 4, runway 4 right.
Filbo 4.
Expect Filbo 4, runway 4 right, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Yeah, I can see so many training advantages for this. So many great things coming. I wish Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 would have a program as superb as this, or have the options like FSI panel. But as long as you can get those apps, I'm pretty happy. Now, naturally along the way, guys, we'd be checking our weights, winds, and temperatures all the way across, checking against our flight plan. You do have an ACARS page here on the MD-11, where if you see PDLC, in order to get this to work, though, you have to have on, let me go options, brightness. In order to get that to work, you have to have your SimBrief username and your Hoppy logon code in there. Then, if you had BATCM uses those. You're able to coordinate with BATCM on a number of things, and you get Real ACARS app, which I have and I haven't used yet. Receive messages. Data's not available. Came up. We're on the arrival, by the way. know if that's going to come up either, guys. It's not available. And we can get the ATIS either through here. We could go like this. Remember. Sorry you had to see that, guys. That was painful, wasn't it? Down here, go to Newark, you click on ATIS, or we can just tune it on the other radio. 134, 825, I don't want to go off frequency. 134.
Altimeter 3002. Landing runway 04 right. Departing runway 04 left.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Washington Center 120.65.
Advise on initial contact.
Contact Washington Center 120.65. FedEx 123 Heavy. See you.
2065.
Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy. Good day, flight level 390.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger. Delta 2325, contact Washington Center 132.55.
I want to hear the other voice.
Contact Washington Center 132.55, Delta 2325.
That sounds like a Delta guy, Navy guy or something, right? Alright, put that down. Straighten out my screens here. Sorry you had to see all that, guys. Let's get the ATIS going again.
Temperature 17, 2.14. Altimeter 3002. Landing runway 04 right. Departing runway 04 left. Numerous cranes in operation around Newark Liberty. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Newark Liberty Airport information echo. 1238 Zulu. Wind 075 at 7. Visibility 3. Light rain. Mist. Ceiling 1100 broken. 2000 overcast. Temperature 17, 2.14. Altimeter 3002. Landing runway 04 right. Departing.
So the reason why I didn't click on here and just go ATIS is that would put that in number 1, and I'm supposed to be on ATC, so I had to manually tune that one. Here we go. Should be coming up on our top of descent anytime now. There it is. About 5 minutes out. We're doing 8 miles a minute at Mach 8.1. So we've got about 45 miles. Yeah, probably about a little over 5 minutes to go on our descent. If we look in our box, I always like to set up Newark, KEWR. We're 205 miles.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 132.55.
Contact Washington Center 132.55, FedEx 123 Heavy. Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 390.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
There we go, guys. Yeah, descent's coming up, and the reason why we're starting down so early, because 3 times our altitude to lose be about 120 miles, and they're starting us down at 160. Well, the reason they're doing that, of course, is because we have a crossing of FUBAR at 270. So what we should be able to do is put in...
Washington Center, United 2127, good day, flight level 201.
United 2127, Washington Center, roger.
See how great those voices are, guys? Those are premium voices. United
Good day, Washington Center, United 240, descending via Brand 1, flight level 339er.
United 240, Washington Center, radar contact.
Washington Center, United 1472, descending via Brand 1, flight level 320.
United 1472, Washington Center, radar contact.
So guys, here, I'll be using these premium contacts. See how it's coming down? The premium characters, because I have this traffic set at 9 instead of 5. But it sounds better, doesn't it? Want to go all the way up to 10? All right. They're recommending 5. Go crazy. So we got premium voice on. We got premium for the controller, for the traffic, maximum traffic. Right now we're working with British Av Geek. We're going to change that. Flyby. And flyby.
Washington Center, JetBlue 1128, descending via Brand 1, flight level 261.
JetBlue 1128, Washington Center, radar contact.
So this isn't as good a training aid, obviously, as BATC, because BATC is the equivalent of doing all of this with the radios off and the voice help off. But like
Washington Center, United 240, descending via Brand 1, flight level 335.
United 240, Washington Center, radar contact.
All right, make sure we've got a good cruise in there. And
Washington Center, United 1472, descending via Brand 1, flight level 319er.
United 1472, Washington Center, radar contact. FEDEX 123 Heavy, descend via Filbo 4 arrival. Newark Liberty Airport, landing runway 4 right, altimeter tree 002.
Descend via Filbo 4 arrival, Newark Liberty Airport, landing runway 4 right, altimeter 3002, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
There we go, FEDEX. Dealing at 8, so we can put 8 in there.
Washington Center, United 1309, descending via Brand 1, flight level 196.
United 1309, Washington Center, radar contact.
There's 8. That's what we asked for. That's what we got. Now, we know it's going to start down here.
Washington Center, United 2127, good day, flight level 198.
If he wasn't calling us, we could
United 2127, Washington Center, roger.
We could have said request altitude change or start descent. But now, we have profile to 8, holding 39. It should start down as soon as we get valence. Now, you usually get like a 5-second flash as a V2 vertical track ender comes down. This one's going to come down. You're just going to have the faith. Here it is. Get ready. Right now, it'll be flashing, and there it is. Starting on down.
Washington Center, Delta 2325, descending via Brand 1, flight level 209er.
Delta 2325, Washington Center, radar contact.
All right, sending via down to 8,000. Look at that, beautiful. I love this airplane, guys. I love it. You get a cargo, you get a passenger, all different official TFDi paint jobs. You don't get the ER, only about this. There are only 5 ever built. Those are for all like the collector's edition guys. First 1,000 guys, I think, got it. That's been a point of contention, but that's done. So that's never going to be offered to the general public because it's already done. I think I'm going to make my PFD just a little brighter. And my ND. And the EAD. And the SD. And then I'll go to the checklist. We'll get the normal checklist. We'll get the descent. FMS MCDU is set, landing data is set. Yeah, we didn't do that really. And the status page was checked. Why don't we go over and get the landing data?
United 1472, contact Washington Center 132.525, take care.
Contact Washington Center 132.525, United 1472.
All right, landing weight. About 378, I'd say, ballpark. Auto brakes low, reverse is all, flaps 50. Estimated landing distance 4669, and we have 8,500 feet of the 10,000 feet available to stop due to the displaced threshold. Alright, that's done. I think we're done. What we're up to, about a 111. We'll probably end up with about, not quite, it's about an hour 50 on the video. Yeah, this is a TFDi test flight. As you can see so far, I've found nothing. Nothing. Cockpit noise, I think, is a little bit loud. Let me just do that again. If I were to put my Microsoft Flight Simulator up to 100%, I have it at 70. That's loud. Remember, we would have headsets on.
United 240, contact like Washington Center 132.525.
And that's a good volume for beyond ATC.
Contact Washington Center 132.525, United 240.
So maybe that's a little loud. You go outside. I'm looking for things, guys. That's what I'm paid to do. Not paid. See, that sounds pretty nice right there, right? I think that should be a little louder outside.
United 2127, contact Washington Center 132.525.
Contact Washington Center 132.525, United 2127, have a good day.
Skin looks good. Looks good. Anything you find, you tell them, they fix it, and if they can get everything where they think it's a releasable build, this one certainly is. This is my second flight on with this build. They'll release it to the CE1000, who will further peruse it, and then bring it on to the general public. Some of these contrails out there. Still on the vertical track indicator, looks good. Our altimeter is 3002 when we get there. All these characters of the other guys calling, when this gets down to 0, I'll have to go back to the store and buy more.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 132.525.
Contact Washington Center 132.525, FedEx 123 Heavy. Have a good day.
There it is.
Good day, Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, descending via Filbo 4, flight level 270.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
Descending via, they've leveled off here. Crossing Pubar at 27. And now that they've done that, the next one is to cross DQO above 20. So we started down. And how do we know that we're on the right one? There it is, DQO 20, and the next one is 13. The next one is 13. It's actually between like 17 and 13, I do believe. We already looked that up on the right there. We already looked that up on the FMC. Here he
United 887 Heavy, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Contact Washington Center 125.45, United 887 Heavy.
United's probably going into Newark, that's their big hub. We would usually go ahead and put that over here if we were following United in, because we would know that that's our next one to come.
Washington Center, JetBlue 1128, descending via Brand 1, flight level 212.
JetBlue 1128, Washington Center, roger.
Yeah, I'm loving this traffic injector. Now, if I wanted not to use data, right, if I had traffic injector, all that I would have to do is turn this to basic. This way I get different controller voices, different aircraft voices, appropriate accents if the case were in another country or an Air France came in, Lufthansa, British Airways, Iberia. We can get the accents associated with them. Yeah, I know one of the developers commented on one of my videos. I think it was my first video that I did for Beyond ATC. About Beyond ATC, I didn't do it for them. And told me that some of the developments that are...
Washington Center, Delta 2325, descending via Brand 1, flight level 202.
Delta 2325, Washington Center, roger.
So I publicize a lot of things here. Like I publicize myself in the upper left-hand corner. I always try to do the aircraft designer that I'm using, whether it be PMDG, TFDi Design, Leonardo, etc., Mad Dog. And I use whatever program, add-on program that I'm featuring, in this case Beyond ATC. I do that just because I really respect and want to praise the guys who are doing this work for the flight sim community. I think it's fantastic. I think the flight sim community is magnificent. I only got into flight simming about a year before I retired, not even. And now I have, I don't know, I have 3,300 subscribers and 1,000 people on a Discord channel. I'm exaggerating, but it's right around there. Wonderful, non-toxic guys sharing their thoughts, support, personal support, professional support, just kind of really supporting each other. A lot of old guys like me, guys that have been airline pilots. We have doctors over there, lawyers. We have businessmen, and of course a lot of flight simmers. We have young people that are learning to do all this stuff, and with the intention of becoming a controller or becoming a pilot, we're mentoring them. And we have guys that are already in the pipeline. They're private pilots. They're getting the commercial instrument. They're flying for Ryanair or FedEx or American Airlines, and they're in here mentoring.
United 1472, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Contact Washington Center 125.45, United 1472.
Try to get this lined up for the taxi. So left-hand turn off, guys, hold short of the inboard, try to make our way over to FedEx ramp. It'll be interesting to see if they put us over at FedEx ramp. I did go to flightsim.to and I...
United 2127, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Contact Washington Center 125.45, United 2127, take care.
Yeah, when you're coming in, you keep hearing 2545. We generally go over and put that in here in anticipation of our next frequency. I can do it just to show you. Although I've got automatic frequency changes, but if I were in BATC and I got the feeling we were filing a guy into our destination, I would make sure that I was updating the frequencies, save a little time here. You guys descent via, which is fantastic, all the way in. It's the first time I've gotten that by Beyond ATC. Last time I flew from Memphis down to Tallahassee, and they gave me radar vectors to final. Base leg was a little bit, it was 110 degree incept, so I started to turn a little bit early, but it worked. They did a great job vectoring mine down. And another one, they cleared me, which was surprising. Going into London out of Kennedy, I was doing a demonstration using Beyond ATC of a transatlantic. I did the whole video. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes from start to finish, cold dark to cold dark. And,
United 240, contact Washington Center 125.45.
Out of Auckland,
Contact Washington Center 125.45, United 240.
they did the ILS Occam transition, which is an arcing turn to final, which I've never done in all my years of flying into London for real. They used to give you vectors, which was really cool. So I did nav and profile, hooked it up. Actually, I was in the 777. I did LNAV, VNAV.
JetBlue 1128, contact Washington Center 125.45. Have a good day.
A couple of the ILS. So
Contact Washington Center 125.45, JetBlue 1128.
That was Beyond ATC. This traffic is at 10 is a little better. It's a little more similar to the real traffic. Only problem, of course, it is going to use a lot of premium characters as it does it. But for purposes of videos, it's fantastic. There it is. I'm up out of 11, and we needed to set the altimeter, didn't we, while we're sitting here yapping away. 3002.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Washington Center 124.775.
Contact Washington Center 124.775, FedEx 123 Heavy. Take care.
124.775.
Washington Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, descending via Filbo 4, 111600.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
How cool is this? All the different controller voices. You know, for a content creator, which I guess I am now, no longer an airline pilot, I'm a content creator. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's well worth the money invested to do videos that are more immersive. Although with me talking and popping this screen up, and I'm not about immersion, I'm about teaching, so you know, it's not quite as good with me doing all that stuff. You could put the weather on here, but it really doesn't look like there's anything to write home about. Let's go to the overhead, get the lights on. And we'll turn on the turn off lights as well. Not the logo, they can't see them at night. No sense advertising. Maybe I'll get this a little brighter.
Washington Center, United 1833 Heavy, 5,100 feet. United 1833 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
I'll let Bob do his own over there. And we're out of 10, so the other thing we'd have to do is chime them out of 10 if we had anybody on board. I don't know how big a crew, if any, FedEx crews carry. Probably.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Newark approach 2785.
Contact Newark approach, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Right, Newark, sir. United 2152, 9,000 feet with information echo.
2785. We have information echo. We'll see what they tell us.
Brickyard 3606, leave suite heading 010. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Leave suite heading 010. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right. Brickyard 3606.
Lindbergh 4430, 12 miles from Grady, fly present heading, maintain 1,700 until established, cleared ILS runway 04 right.
Having trouble getting
fly present heading 1,700 until established, cleared ILS runway 04 right, Lindbergh 4430.
Brickyard 3435, turn left, heading 350.
Can't get a word out.
Turn left, heading 350, Brickyard 3435.
This is cool.
United 2152, Newark approach, good day, altimeter 3002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right. Altimeter tree 002. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right. United 2152.
Very realistic. Now it's on frequency.
Newark FedEx 123 Heavy, 8,000 feet with information echo.
Echo. Unbelievable.
FedEx 123 Heavy Newark approach. Altimeter tree 002. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Altimeter 3002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Oh man, guys.
Brickyard 3435, turn right, heading 090.
Awesome.
Turn right, heading 090, Brickyard 3435.
Now the only problem is, guys, I took those fixes out after Metro, and the reason I took them out is because it's supposed to expect radar vectors when you go into the fours. So I am expecting a turn here shortly. They don't give it to me. I'm going to wish I kept those in. Yeah. Maybe I ought to put that in just in case.
Brickyard 3435, 6 miles from Greedy, turn left, heading 315. Maintain 1,700 until established. Cleared ILS runway 04 right.
Turn left, heading 315, 1,700 until established. Cleared ILS runway 04 right. Brickyard 3435.
FedEx 123 Heavy, leave Metro, heading 130. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Leave Metro heading 130, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start.
Newark, United 2127, good day, 9,300 with information echo.
That's better, huh?
United 2127 Newark approach, good day. Altimeter tree 002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Altimeter 3002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, United 2127.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's clean up the box.
United 2275, turn right, heading 065, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 065, United 2275.
Lindbergh 4430, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, Lindbergh 4430.
FedEx 123 Heavy, turn right, heading 135, descend and maintain 6,000 feet, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 135, descend and maintain 6,000 feet, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
FEDEX.
United 2152, leave Sparta VOR heading 340, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Here we go.
Leave Sparta VOR heading 340, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, United 2152.
As you can see.
United 2127, leave Watcha heading 350, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
25 miles out.
Leave Watcha heading 350, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, United 2127.
United 549 Heavy, turn right, heading 070, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 070, United 549 Heavy.
I was just checking to see if I maybe needed.
Brickyard 3435, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, Brickyard 3435.
United 2275, turn right, heading 115.
Turn right, heading 115, United 2275.
6,000, slowing on down.
United 2152, turn left, heading 355, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 3 miles. Turn left, heading 355, United 2152.
Slowing down to 210, be below 280.
United 2275, 6 miles from Gritty, turn left, heading 320, maintain 1,700 until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 04 right.
Turn left, heading 320, 1,700 until established. Cleared ILS runway 04 right, United 2275.
Should be us next.
FedEx 123 Heavy, 15 miles from Gritty, turn left, heading 070, maintain 1,700 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 04 right.
Turn left, heading 070, 1,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 04 right, FedEx 123 Heavy.
A little bit of an overshoot, guys.
United 2127, fly present heading, descend, maintain 4,000 feet. Altimeter tree 002, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 17 miles.
Fly present heading, descend, maintain 4,000 feet, altimeter 3002, United 2127.
United 549 heavy, turn right heading 100.
Turn right heading 100, United 549 heavy.
Newark United 1472, 5,700 feet with information echo.
United 1472 Newark approach. Good day, altimeter tree 002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right.
Altimeter 3002, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 04 right, United 1472.
Is it not capturing, guys?
United 549 heavy, 6 miles from Grady, turn left, heading tree 45, maintain 1,700 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 04 right.
I'm gonna go over here.
Turn left, heading tree 45, 1,700 feet until established. Cleared.
We're going down to 1,700. They cleared us all down. We don't have to do gritty at 3. I'm gonna get down to 17 and cruise on in. We still have 11 miles to go. There's the ILS tune there now. It does this thing where if you're outside of 18 miles, guys, which we were, it doesn't correct it. Some guys are saying, hey, it didn't capture. That's because it's outside of 18 miles. It should be in real life if you're just getting the signal. But we should do the approach land like that. Land is armed. It should intercept the gritty. See how now we're inside of 18. We got the ILS. It'll come across nicely. All right, down at 1,700, and once we're level at 17, we could set the missed approach altitude, which I do believe is 3, to the 3,000. Yep, we can set that. Altitude 3. And we'll get the heading over here. Nice. I want to be 180. You can figure we're getting a little bit of lag here. They haven't given us a speed. Go flaps 5. Flaps, I'm sorry guys, 15. Wrong airplane. We'll be ready for the it to come down. We've got the spoilers, we can arm those. Min on the auto brakes. Go to the box. Get the approach speed ready to go. Flaps 50, 145. You want to know what your last frequency change was? An error has occurred. Must now quit.
Stabilizer motion.
See if it comes on.
Beyond ATC connected.
We'll see if it actually goes. Loading the airport. It just dropped off on me. Did a great job up till now. We'll go here. Completed. Go here. Tower.
Newark Tower, FEDEX 123 heavy, ILS runway 04 right, CN einotwar.
Yes.
FEDEX 123 heavy, Newark Tower, wind 075 at 6, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Runway 4 right, cleared to land, FEDEX 123 heavy.
All right, guys, that was cool. Now we know that if it drops off, you can get it back on. Flaps 28. We can go all the way to flaps 50 or below 175. Flaps 50, 4 landing checklist. We got green box set. Nice. So we got runway heading set, 3,000 in the window for missed approach. And here we go, load capture. Glide slope should be coming down here shortly. Let's go outside. Very cool. So that's something. Now we know. That's a good experiment. Oh, it's climbing on up to capture the glide slope. That's all right. That's a simism. Has nothing to do with Beyond ATC. There it goes. It's stable. And we would call in a Dubin. Yes, what we did is we restarted it, did the phase. That's really cool. Really cool. So I'm hoping it picks up the ground from here, right? Good to know that it can do that, isn't it?
Stabilizer motion.
All right, there's the final approach fix. We're all checked in. I think we can get a wind check if we want it.
FEDEX 123 Heavy wind check.
Wind 075 at 6.
Little bit of a tiny bit of a right cross. It's coming in nicely. Yeah, I'm glad I saw that. So you're able to get it back. You just have to tell the phase that you're in. Check back in. We'll see if it picks it up from there and does ground. That's cool because that means you can do pattern work and start it up and get it going.
Stabilizer motion.
I'm hesitant to take off the autopilot because of the lag that's been taking place here. Bouncing around pretty good. All right, let's give it a shot here, guys. And see what kind of lag. Yeah, look at that. Wow. That's not supposed to do that. Here we go. Yeah, so it kind of pitched down, which tells me it was probably a little out of trim. Let's just go outside. All right, let's go. Do some of this pilot stuff here.
400.
Let's get a nice landing for you guys.
Approaching minimum.
Yeah, it's autopilot off and kind of dove down, didn't it? Shouldn't be much of a cross at all.
Minimum 200.
JetBlue 1128 ready to go, runway 4 left.
100.
JetBlue 1128 Newark Tower, wind 075 at 6, fly heading 240, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 240, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 1128.
We'll get off here. I don't know if they're going to...
FEDEX 123 Heavy, exit left at Mike.
Exit left at Mike, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
So it does. It picks it up, guys. This is kilo. That's fine. Pops up after landing. Let's go down here and see how we do.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, contact ground 121.8.
Ground 121.8, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
We'll hold short.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face south, United 1666.
Let's go over here.
FEDEX 123 Heavy request taxi to assigned cargo ramp.
FedEx 123 Heavy, cargo 172 taxi via Kilo Papa Alpha Alpha.
Cargo 172 taxi via Kilo, Papa Alpha Alpha, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Let's see if that pops up. Kilo.
American 418, request pushback and engine start.
We're actually on Kilo. Wait.
American 418, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast, American 418.
They want us to stay off the runway.
JetBlue 1711, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Contact Tower 118.3, JetBlue 1711.
Stay off the...
United 1666, ready to taxi to the active. United 1666, runway 4 left taxi via Alpha 2, Romeo Bravo, Alpha, November. Runway 4 left taxi via Alpha 2, Romeo Bravo, Alpha, November, United 1666.
Dashport 2122 at gate 52, request pushback.
Dashport 2122, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Getting a lot of lag here, guys.
Pushback approved, face southeast, Dashport 2122.
See what we're doing here.
Spirit Wings 440, gate 47, request pushback and engine start.
Spirit Wings 440, Newark ground, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Spirit Wings 440.
Start the APU.
American 418, request taxi.
Kill the lights.
American 418, runway 4 left taxi via Uniform Papa, Alpha, November.
Runway 4 left taxi via Uniform Papa, Alpha, November, American 418.
Strobes are off.
United 1666, contact Newark Tower 118.3, have a good one. Contact Tower 118.3, United 1666, take care.
There goes somebody over there. Pretty cool, huh? Just following this taxi diagram. Yeah, I was having trouble getting those auto brakes to disarm. Not a big deal. The FO would do that for me. Turn off the flight director.
Dashport 2122, taxi for departure.
We don't have to worry about crossing traffic.
Dashport 2122, runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Delta, Bravo Delta, November.
Runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Delta, Bravo Delta, November, Dashport 2122.
I can see the FEDEX over here, I do believe.
Spirit Wings 440, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Another FEDEX MD-11.
Pushback approved, face southeast, Spirit Wings 440.
It's fun. So, yeah, got a little lag there on final coming in. I don't know if that had something to do with my...
American 418, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
On 9.
Over to Tower 118.3, American 418.
And you know, when I took off the autopilot, we were stable at final approach speed. It kind of pitched down on me a little bit. It should have been pretty much in trim, but that's not a write-up. I honestly don't have anything for this build. I would recommend that it would go. We're cleared across, by the way, guys. We cleared all the way to the ramp. I'm going to go ahead and recommend that it get released. The cockpit sound on cruise, the air noises, to me, a little loud. The outside, a little soft. But other than that, guys, I think it's a good build. As far as beyond ATC goes, yeah, it tripped off. That could have been my inner...
Dashport 2122, contact Newark Tower 118.3, have a good one.
Something to do with my connection too, guys.
Over to Tower 118.3, Dashport 2122.
And my wife's up there streaming Netflix.
Spirit Wings 440, ready to taxi to the active.
Yeah, that's pretty weak. Oh, blaming it on your wife.
Spirit Wings 440, runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Delta, Bravo Delta, November.
Runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Delta, Bravo Delta, November, Spirit Wings 440.
Self-critique, I did a great job. Great job, except for the taxi end. A little spastic there. I got kind of hung up on trying to get those brakes disarmed. A little unrealistic.
United 482, gate 24, request pushback.
For my throttle quadrant view, I need to set a...
United 482, Newark ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, United 482.
To the left of that aircraft there. The left of them. So they want us to park it here. Isn't that, I just think this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable how cool this is. Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of aircraft over here. You can see them all. They're depicted. We're going to park right in here to the left. I just...
Brickyard 3484, gate 105, request pushback.
Beyond impressed with this kind of stuff.
Brickyard 3484, Newark ground pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Airplanes all over the world.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Brickyard 3484.
And I'm more impressed with this stuff.
Spirit Wings 440, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, Spirit Wings 440.
Yeah, pretty realistic.
United 482, request taxi to the active.
United 482, runway 4 left taxi via Alpha 2, Romeo Bravo, Alpha November.
Runway 4 left taxi via Alpha 2, Romeo Bravo, Alpha November, United 482.
Alright, brakes park, seatbelt sign is off. APU is running. Chop them. 1, 2, 3. Back to the overhead. Get the beacon off. We'll get them GSX over here to start unloading us. Yeah, I got a publish.
Brickyard 3484, request taxi to the active.
No, it didn't.
Brickyard 3484, runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Juliet, Alpha Papa Alpha November.
Runway 4 left taxi via Romeo Juliet, Alpha Papa Alpha November, Brickyard 3484.
Let's do external power. Let's do some things over here in the FB. I have to check all this stuff, guys, so I kind of have to make sure all this works. GPU connect, wheel chocks in. This is high pressure bleed air there.
United 482, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3, United 482, have a good one.
Nose weight, set that so it doesn't tip on its tail. Alright, I gotta make sure the lights do come down. Yeah, I gotta do all this stuff. You kinda gotta take it all the way to conclusion, in case you can find anything. That one. All these. Make sure they'll come down, and they will. Radios. Make yourself little. Actually, didn't want to do that. There we go. Make sure these all come down. Okay, you get the idea. I can leave you guys out of here while I finish up my testing. And this should have gone to off. And off, standby. All right, let's go outside, make sure things worked. Oh, I never turned off the nose light. Alright, let's see here. Didn't go all the way off. There we go. Seatbelts, all these are off. Emergency lights are off. We actually turn off the emergency power too. We can turn the APU off. APU bleed is off. Alright, now let's go outside. Let me see here. They're open. Open. Sure, let's go out. Sorry you have to see all this. Closed up. Things retracted. All right, looks good. All right, guys. That was FEDEX ramp. It's Delta. Very cool cargo ramp. Welcome to Newark. Thank you, Beyond ATC. Great job.
Brickyard 3484, contact Newark Tower 118.3.